Welcome back to Dr. C's Morning Minute. Glad you could be here. So let's talk about what happens if your child does not qualify through the school district evaluation as needing or as being eligible for special education services. So let's take this scenario that I posed last time. Your child's in third grade, struggling academically, you refer to the school psychologist, they do an evaluation, and he comes back saying, I'm sorry, your child does not have a specific learning disability, so we cannot give what's referred to as an IEP or an individualized educational plan. Now do keep in mind the really important point to this. The school district is not saying that your child does not have learning issues or a reading disability or dyslexia. They're not saying any of that. All they're simply saying is that according to state criteria, your child does not meet the eligibility requirements to be considered by school district standards as having what they refer to as a specific learning disability. Usually that's standard. It varies from district to district, but by and large, looking at about a 15-point difference between ability and achievement. In the last scenario I mentioned, your child is given an IQ test, scores an IQ of 100, that's right in the middle of the average range. The expectation would be that they would be functioning in academics, reading, math, whatever. Also, about 100 standard score. If there's a 15-point difference, that's usually the standard used, a roundabout, to qualify as having a specific learning disability and then being eligible to get an IEP and specially designed instruction and things of that nature. That 15-point difference is about 2 grade levels behind, something along those lines. Now again, your child scores a 10-point difference between ability and achievement, 12 points, 14 points, whatever. It doesn't mean that there's not a reading issue. It just means that they don't meet state criteria to be classified that way. And so again, parents sometimes will express concerns and they're frustrated, confusion. The idea that, well, I know my child has reading difficulties, but the school district is saying that he does not have or she does not have a learning disability. Well, that's not what they're saying. Just keep in mind about that. But however, what it does mean is that your child is not eligible to receive services outside the mainstream regular education classroom. The strategies that can be provided within that realm. The strategies and the interventions that will be utilized within the mainstream regular education program. Your child won't get pulled out to the special education classroom and receive things of that nature. Which, you could make a strong case, I suppose. That may be a good thing. Because again, as I mentioned last time, the goal is to, in my opinion anyway, is to transition your child from being an eye reader to an ear reader. So they don't need special design instruction. They don't need extra time. They don't need small group instruction. They don't need somebody reading, good Lord, somebody reading to them. That's not what you're looking for. You're looking for the child to be independent, self-sufficient, and be able to complete grade level work through their ears in a timely fashion, as quick as anybody else. That's the goal, and that is a very feasible goal, in my opinion. So, you want to hear more about this? By all means, please call the office or email me jcarroso@cpcwecare.com. But that's the important point. School psychologist evaluation deemed ineligible doesn't mean that there's not a problem that needs to be addressed. So again, we can talk more about this. Feel free to contact me. See you next time. Dr. C's Morning Minute.